Hey everyone, it's your friendly neighbourhood Pyro Oakley, and today we'll be finishing off this series about how Pyro deals with the other classes in the game, and my opinions on what is the best tactics to use against him in order to deal with him quickly and efficiently. Of course, this will be covering how the Pyro deals with him and not any other class, so keep that in mind while you're watching. Today's final episode will be covering the support classes. If you want to watch the offense classes or defense classes video, then click the link in the description or click the card at the end of the video. Anyway, let's begin. The first class that will be covered is the two-tonic man of medicine, the Medic. The Medic has normal movement speed and has a decent health pool of 150. He is, of course, the healer of the team and can grant invulnerability to his teammates, as well as buffing their health to 150% of its normal health pool. So, for example, for a heavy, the health would be boosted up to a 450 health from 300, going by the numbers with the normal medic gun, of course. The base medic carries the syringe gun, a rapid fire weapon that shoots needles at the enemy, the medic gun which heals teammates like previously mentioned, and his melee weapon, the bone saw. For the syringe gun, the best way to try and counter it is to dodge and weave by strafing left and right. This seems to make it harder for the actual needles to hit you and allows you to flame them a lot easier instead of being hit for a lot of damage. Of course, most medics use the Crusader's crossbow nowadays, since every other primary weapon the medic has is basically useless compared to this. Luckily, this acts like a projectile, meaning you can reflect it back at them. Try doing so from a distance, and when approaching, you should dodge and weave like normal as well, so you can get closer much easier. The bone saw and any other melees he uses will only be a nuisance if you get too close, so shoot your flames from a good distance and you should be fine. Now, the main thing to worry about is when there is a medic supporting another enemy by healing them. Depending on who they heal, it can either be easy to deal with, such as scout and snipers, or really difficult like a good soldier or heavy. Usually the best method in dealing with any pairing as Pyro is to sneak behind them and attack the medic and take them out as quickly as possible. This can be done easily by flaming them, airblasting them away from their partner and critting them with the extinguisher. If you die in the process, you shouldn't worry, as if the medic is successfully taken out, the other player will be much easier to dispose of without the worries of an Uber. Next up is the van driving New Zealander, the Sniper. The Sniper has normal movement speed and a low health pool of 125 health. Sniper excels in long range combat, which isn't a Pyro's best situation to deal with. He can deal massive damage to enemies and can take out a lot of classes with a quick headshot. The base Sniper carries the Sniper Rifle, a great weapon for long range attack, the SMG, a rapid fire submachine gun great for mid range battles, and his melee, the Kukri. The Sniper Rifle is certainly a tough weapon to deal with when running right to the sniper. Just like the medic's primaries and really any other class's primary weapons, you should dodge and weave as sporadically as you possibly can. This will make it harder for them to headshot you and therefore allows you to get close to them much easier. Once you're near, they'll most likely whip out their SMG and attack, in which case attack them with anything you see fit, as they won't really last long with you up in their face. They can also throw Gerati at you, which they'll probably try and combo with a bushwhacker, so try and reflect it back, or if it hits you, keep a safe distance from them and flame them. Of course, with melee, stick to a safe distance again and shoot them, or attack with melee if you feel up to it. Last of all is the French baguette man himself, the Spy. The Spy has slightly more movement speed than the Pyro and has a low health pool of 125 health. The Spy is, of course, a sneaky class who can disguise as your teammates and sap friendly engineers' buildings. The base Spy carries the Revolver, a pretty decent weapon which can do good damage, the Sapper, which is used to destroy engineer buildings, the Bowfly Knife, which when used for backstabs will kill enemies with one hit, the Invisi-Watch, which allows the Spy to go invisible for a short period, and the Disguise Kit that lets the Spy disguise himself as the enemy team no matter the class. So the best way to find spies as Pyro is of course spy checking your teammates, seeing as if they are a spy they'll be set aflame. If you also see a teammate acting weirdly, it will probably mean one of two things. 1, he's a spy, or 2, they're probably free to play. Of course, since they can go invisible, you won't always know where a spy is, so a good idea is to check corners and areas where a spy could be hiding, as they could very likely be there. Some spies will react by shooting you if they think you're going to get them, so the best thing to do is to try and get them with your shotgun or flare if they're quite a distance away. Otherwise you can attack them with your flamethrower. The biggest fear is getting backstabbed by a spy, so no matter what class you are, Pyro or not, you should always check your back quite constantly and hear out for decloaking sounds, as that'll give you an idea of whereabouts they are. Another great weapon to have for helping engineers get rid of their sappers is the Home Wrecker, or Neon Annihilator if you want to be different. However, the best thing to do first is to get rid of the spy, as the engineer can deal with their buildings at the same time while you remove the threat. If the engineer isn't around at the time, kill the spy first and then tend to the buildings, as they can just keep putting the sapper back on as many times as they want. One last note to talk about is the ambassador. Since it is capable of crits on headshots, you should be wary since it can take you down with 2 well aimed shots. Dodge and weave like any other weapon and get close or shoot them from a distance. Basically everyone is out to get you, so you should watch your back. Spies are everywhere. You could be a spy, I could be a spy, this dog could be a spy. So yeah, that's my strategies on how to deal with support classes as the Pyro. I hope you enjoyed this little series, as I thought these videos could come in handy for newer players, or heck, maybe they even helped a couple of you more active players out there. So let me know your strategies as well down below. And this has been your friendly neighborhood Pyro Binocular, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.